Stay tuned as I check out the Marvel Legends controller Build-A-Figure wave, Quake. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are checking out the Marvel Legends controller Build-A-Figure wave, Quake, aka Daisy Johnson. But what's so great about this pack is that you actually get interchangeable parts, so you can create Maria Hill, and you can now start adding some female ranks to your shield agents on the shelf. Now, before anyone asks, this controller wave has started to hit the UK. I can't explain distribution to you, but a special thanks to In Demand Toys, as that's where I got my Quake from. But I do think the rest of this wave is slowly starting to trickle out over here in the UK. So hopefully I have my grubby mitts on them very soon. But today we are, of course, checking out Quake, which, as I said, I'm happy to add some female ranks to our shield agents. She comes with interchangeable parts and Build-A-Figure pieces for the controller. So you know I can't just have one of these. I needed to get a second one, as I need both Quake and Maria Hill added to my shield rank. So we're going to be looking at both of these, obviously, in the same review. But first, let's just take a look at the packaging in this new controller wave. It's got the yellow background. You see Quake there on the side and a different image of Quake on the back as well. We do get a write-up that reads, able to project powerful seismic waves, Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, is the first of Nick Fury's secret warriors and one of the most trusted operatives. And then, as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to complete the controller Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Quake. So as I said, I do love it when Marvel add in those extra pieces to create other characters. It's a nice incentive to get extras. So I've already done it, but let's get her open. So here we have Quake out of the packaging with all of the accessories, including the Build-A-Figure arm for the controller Build-A-Figure. So of course, we will come back and review him once I have all of the pieces, but it's looking like a nice shade of blue. So I'll move them out of the way. And this is everything else you get in the box. So of course, Quake is already set up with her gauntlets, her short hair. This is a very modern style of Quake, and I will show you some comic comparisons in a minute. But we get the Maria Hill head with the headset attached, as she is mostly seen with that headset on. A weapon of some sort, a gun, but there's no holster. And then we get two other sets of hands. So I'm assuming all of these gauntlets come off and you can just have a normal shield agent. Now, the only thing they were missing in this pack, in my opinion, was a female shield agent head. If you would have put that in there, then this would have been perfect, just like that Nick Fury we got a few years back, well, a while back now. But yeah, this is still a nice start. It's on the brand new pinless Shriek body, and figures do look so much better just aesthetically when they haven't got those pins. So she's looking nice. She's got a shield logo up there as well. So yeah, obviously we want to see what Maria looks like as well. So let me pull my other one out and let's get Maria invited to the party. Pow! So this is what you can do if you buy two of these figures straight out the gate. You can create a Daisy Johnson, aka Quake, and a brand new Maria Hill. Now, I do believe we have had Maria Hill in some form in the past. Maybe it was just a head on a female shield body, but we have never had Quake in any form, I believe. So still, these are two nice new characters for your shelf, and these are going to look great with the shield agents we've got recently as well. And of course, I'm going to try lots of head swaps in this video, so stick around because I'm going to get into it. Even those shield male heads, I'm going to try on here and see if we can create a shield female agent. We will find all that out. But first, I want to take a closer look at both of these figures and just talk about the character. Why not? So first up, let's focus on Quake, of course, because she was a background character for a long time in the comics. But comparing it to some comic images, you can see that Hasbro have done a great job of capturing that modern look for Quake, because when she was the lead in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on TV, she was sort of pushed to the front in Marvel Comics, and she even had her own title for a little bit as well. And that is what this figure is based off, that sort of modern look of Quake with the shield agent attire, the metal gauntlets, and the short hair. And Hasbro have done a great job of capturing that. She is the illegitimate daughter of Mr. Hyde, one of Nick Fury's most trusted shield agents. She even ran shield for a little bit. She was leader of Secret Warriors. She has joined the Avengers, and now we have her in figure form. So taking a closer look at the figure and starting at this Quake head sculpt, as I said, Hasbro are inspired by that modern day look for Daisy Johnson, so she has the shorter hair. Hasbro are also using now on all comic figures that 3D digital face printing tech, and it does make such a difference as Daisy here looks really nice, I think. Hopefully that comes across on camera, but yeah, that's really crisp and clean and looks really good. The hair sculpt's nice as well. No real detail in the sort of paint, but it is a nice sculpt in that dark brown. But taking a look at the rest of the figure, we know this is the new Shriek double jointed pinless female body. However, the upper torso element is brand new. As you can see on the collar here with the zip going down the front of the chest is a new sculpted piece. The same with these shoulder straps that go all the way around to the back and attach here to this metal plate with those bolts in it. This is a sculpted piece that sits very flush on the figure and probably works out better than a separate overlay, as the rest of the figure is just that Shriek body with overlays with this separate bout, which you can see wiggling around there, and you can also notice that the zip doesn't continue down as well. That's why we know this part is new. These two white straps on the top of the thighs, that's an overlay. No real detail down here on the boots, that's just painted, no sculpted detail. And obviously the main event here with Daisy is these unique gauntlet pieces, which are very nice in this sort of metallic sort of gunmetal grey, if you will, with some nice detail in there as well. Hopefully I can zoom back in and show you that. As on the fingers here, you can actually see bolts going all the way up the joints on the fingers. And yeah, it's got a very nice design on here as well. And if we're only going to get one set of hands with Daisy, I don't mind that it's these sort of open palm hands, as when she's doing her powers, she is literally doing that. And as I said, she can create earthquakes and move things and stuff. So yeah, that's really, really nice. So of course, they are removable, so we can create sort of other characters, aka Maria Hill. So to do that, you literally pop the hand off like you would any other Marvel Legend, and then these gauntlet pieces slide off. No issues at all. There's no scuff in there on the white forearms. Just nicely come off, and then also you get the interchangeable hands. So obviously Daisy doesn't always wear a gauntlet, so if you want a more casual looking Daisy, you just take off the gauntlets and put in the interchangeable hands, and there you go. Nicely done. So you have your options, which is great. But for me, on my shelf, to show that it's Daisy Johnson, of course I'm putting the gauntlets on. But yeah, the double jointed elbows make such a difference on this female body, so very happy with that. But yeah, this is a great female base body for a shield agent. We just wish we got that female shield agent head, but at least we got another head to make Maria Hill. So here we have a closer look at the Maria Hill head sculpt, which she looks a little bit angry like she always does in the comics, and she also has that trademark sort of headset earpiece on, which is sculpted up at the ear that goes all the way down to the mouth, and that isn't glued. That is a separate sort of softer bit of plastic. You can see me move that out the way. That same trick is up here on the fringe as well. As you can see, that strand of hair is a separate piece that you can sort of move out the way. So I like those little bit of details, but she also has the short sort of hair like Quake. Maybe it's a female agent sort of mandate, I don't know. She has, I didn't show you, but the shield agent logo here on the side is nice and crisp. Usually when we get the shield logo, it's more of like a blob of paint, but you can really see it there nicely. 10 points to anyone in the comments of this video who can let me know what shield stands for. Now, of course I know, but I'm testing you. So 10 points, let me know in the comments below. But that is a nice decal there on one shoulder, not on the other shoulder. And as I said, it's just that navy with the white, no other detail. Now Maria, as you can see, I've took out the gauntlets, and she has two trigger finger hands, so she can hold her gun in either hand, because yes, she comes with a weapon. She comes with a small gun, which I think we've got with like a Black Widow in the past. So if I zoom in for a second, you can see it actually has the hole in it. So if you have those sort of flash effect pieces like I do right now, you can actually have a flash on the gun, which makes such a difference to the display. I really like sprucing it up. So maybe one day we get that accessory pack with tons of these in. But there you go, Maria Hill with a gun. But of course you can use those other hands as well. So as I said, two trigger finger hands, but also open palm expressive hands. Now we get these with female legends all the time, not too sure what they are, but there you go, we get them with Maria Hill. And this is how I'll probably display mine, as Maria Hill with the gun and then Quake with the gauntlets, of course. So before we go crazy with comparisons and try lots of different heads, let's just one more time take a look at side by side both the Maria Hill head and the Quake Daisy Johnson head sculpt. As I said, both of them are really nice, and if you are going to only buy one of these figures, I don't know why you would, you do have a choice of two different characters in the Marvel universe, which is always fun. So you let me know which character you prefer in the comments. So of course the first comparison had to be with some S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. So here we have the Hasbro Pull S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent 2-pack, and you can tell already that that dark navy blue is spot on. They're going to fit together very nicely on a display. But can we turn this S.H.I.E.L.D. female body into an agent? Now I have some extra heads. Let's see if we can make it happen. Trust me when I say I really wanted this to work, but unfortunately in hand I don't think it does. I do think you could fudge this for some photos and some ACBA and displaying, but honestly for me it's just not quite right. I'll show you what I mean. Now I'm using the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent heads that came with that original Nick Fury, as they have the gold sort of visor. And you know what, they fit on the peg, no problem at all. Like they pop on there, no problem, it fits on there. But as you can see, the neck on the female is of course skin tone, so it's not gonna be hidden with the blue like it is on the male agents. But again, when you hold the helmet down, you can hardly see the skin tone, so that isn't the issue. I just think proportionately they're just not quite right. Now a helmet on an actual human head should be oversized and big, so maybe people will look at this and go, do you know what, I think it does work. And like, I wouldn't disagree with you, I don't know, it's just something isn't quite right for me. And proportionally it's just not there. There you go, you can even see the peg on the back, but that's not a big issue from the back. But yeah, does it work? Genuinely up to you. But yeah, maybe I'll try one of these heads. I think I actually prefer the silver sort of chrome visor and the dark blue paint job on this head sculpt rather than the sort of dirty looking one on here. And maybe that looks a little bit better to my mind's eye. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Like, I really want it to work and I really want to say, yes, of course, perfect, it works. But just something isn't quite right. Genuinely curious to know what you guys think. Can the male body heads work with these female bodies proportionately? Sort of. It's growing on me the more I look at it, but again, I just don't know. Now, holding the helmets is a completely different matter. They work no problem at all. You cannot tell when they've got them under their arms. Proportionately, they're a little bit off. They actually look the right size to fit over a human head. So again, the more I look at this, the more I think you might be able to get it to work, but I'll leave it to the ACBA experts. One last time in some better poses, as I'm still trying to convince myself this works. Honestly, the more I play around with these, the more I think it sort of does. Is it perfect? No, proportionally it's not. But I do think, depending how you pose these up, you can get it to work. As these females have double jointed elbows, like look how well she can pose up there holding the gun holstered really nicely. This one's dual wielding as well. So yeah, I do think people are going to be able to get this to work, even though the helmets are still proportionally a little bit too big. I wanted to try some S.H.I.E.L.D. related head swaps, so I've got Black Widow and Sharon Carter here, but this was a fail out of the gate because the heads pop on, but proportionally they're all wrong, the skin tones are different, and these two don't work. Next up, we've got Jewel and Elsa Bloodstone. Unfortunately, the Elsa head doesn't really work as the head sits too high on the neck. The skin tones are different, but the red hair really does pop on this body. Same with the pink hair of Jewel. I think that actually works really nice. The skin tones ain't perfect, but it is hidden depending on how you pose her up. So options. And just to try something different, here we have Monica Rambeau and Silk. Now obviously the skin tones ain't going to match with the Monica Rambeau. However, if you were going to touch that up yourself, the head sculpt does really work well on this body. Silk also works pretty well too. For some S.H.I.E.L.D. related comparisons, here we have the original Nick Fury and the alternative Dirk Anger head. For some female comparisons, here we have Mockingbird and Jellyleg Black Widow. We 100% need a new Black Widow on this double jointed Shriek body. I apologise for this terrible comparison, as here we have Sharon Carter in her bright white uniform against the bright white background, but it is the only other female character we've had in the sort of modern Hasbro era in a female S.H.I.E.L.D. uniform. And you know what? This new one is obviously 10 times better. This one just wasn't great, and we never got it in blue anyway, so it's going to be unique for Sharon Carter, but she needs an update in herself. But still, there's your comparison. Here we have the pair compared to some Hydra soldiers. Here we have them compared to Red Skull and Baron Zemo. Here we have Retro Spider-Man, and of course Shriek, who debuted this brand new double jointed pinless female body that these S.H.I.E.L.D. women are based off. And for anyone who doesn't know, Quake is of course the daughter of Mr. Hyde. Here we have them compared to the 20th anniversary Iron Man, but honestly, I wanted to see how they would compare next to the 20th anniversary Captain America. And again, he's a much lighter blue, as he should be, and I think these two are going to look great, sort of flanking him on a mission. Here we have them compared to Frogman and Tigra. And last but never least, here we have Maria Hill and Quake compared to Captain Britain and Hal Fire Hank. So, final thoughts on this Marvel Legends Quake and Maria Hill, as this is technically two characters packed in one figure. Now, you can either choose between them or do the sensible thing like I did and just buy two, so you can have both Daisy Johnson and Maria Hill added to your SHIELD ranks on the shelf, as we have been needing female SHIELD characters for a long time. And my only gripe really with this set is we're missing that female SHIELD agent head. Honestly, if you gave us that in this pack, I would have brought a hell of a lot more. But it is still really clever the way that the gauntlets are removable, so you can have an accurate Daisy Johnson and an accurate Maria Hill. Sometimes when they pack in an extra head, it doesn't always create an accurate representation of that character from the comics. But this box set does, because the SHIELD agent body is a simple uniform in that navy blue with the white highlights. And this is the best female Marvel Legend body currently available to us. It's double jointed, pinless female body. So honestly, the head sculpts are really nice as well. I ain't got anything bad to say. I just wanted that SHIELD agent head. What can I say? I'm greedy. But you let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you picking between the characters, or are you doing the sensible thing and buying at least two of these? I think people are going to buy more than two and at least try and create some female agents as well. I tried to do lots of head swaps, so hopefully it helped make your decision, and hopefully I have the rest of this controller wave in hand very, very soon. But until then, check out the videos tab, find the playlist, and most importantly, please, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, don't miss a video, and hit the join button and become a channel member. Either show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at itsdanwho, and I'm on Twitter as well. Tweet me, don't be shy, at DanWhoReviews. And until then, my name is Dan W, and I will of course see you on the next one.